We're off to Vernworth Palace, then.
Polished it this morning.
Quite the predicament.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So we've finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
Quiet places call to mind things I'd...
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
Road force goes awry.
Now, it's getting cold.
There's comfort in that one.
Would that all my days were self-transfer.
There's comfort in that one.
Not sure why I'm trolling.
We shall await you here, Master.
Still a while to go.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captive. Follow me!
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Mayhap I really would have been better off back.
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious. You
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it possible. Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
I'm bloody starving. Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
I dare say I could forget all.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Deja is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a... Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your...
Sven, where have you been, Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't see. A stroll might clear my head.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
So, you've come. Captain Brand.
Like getting cut open. I'll not stop.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with 3 options. Or, Desa's arisen is false. Have you proof that you are arisen? Ah. They say the arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts, and I need not turn my ear to Desa's absurd. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me. I suspected as much. Then we are.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier. My feet always. Sure, but not happiness. Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Ah, our errand is nearly done, and not a moment too soon.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
'Tis as you say. Follow me. We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Greetings, Your Majesty. You will want to hear this. It is not a matter for prying ears. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that the number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the arisen, should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Deja can no longer deny your presence, and ere it slips my mind. Pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
We have achieved our objective.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deja's schemes run deep. To think, Deja's actions of Wade, 'tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deja is the doting mo— If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deja's focus, you have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you— What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of— Here. This should take care, Your Majesty. Ah. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Right, just follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit, this cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the— Yet 'tis strange. For sweet crown flowers only— I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide it. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. I am glad to hear it. For I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter pack.
Times are hard. I'm barely stressed. Wonder what's going on in town.
Look, as long as you please. Captain will have my head if I say.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
All this last time I'm in no rush.
Here, if you please.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortunes...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
lacking in devotion?
Don't think one found its way inside. You could say 'twas an ill twist. I wonder if building a nice...
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
The other day. Now, that's not. And rightly so. Gave me a right shock. Their faces may match.
Have a heart, cuz.
Can't say I've any type.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Pray, sir, have you aught to
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. You see, one of the children we care for here, Malcolm his name is. This building's very old. It could be that might I impose on you.
Would seem we've a need to scrounge up information. Tis tedious work.
A moment's prayer. Is we were supposed to go exploring together. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down and...
Follow me, then.
Suppose you're all right.
Malcolm's just the other day, he was going round.
Oi, keep your...
You can't help me.
What do you want?
Let them talk. I'm too old to take time. You'd think that'd be on it. At least I've... If we keep mixing...
Sets my thoughts down dark paths.
All this worrying is giving me an achy back.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
Is it only? I seem to recall. Just be sure you play your part. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon. Mayhap I ought to be getting.
Don't sweat and toil. Each day's more of a...
You don't look like...
Mal? Don't know why he bothered.
Don't we have a report to make, Master? Just where are these vaults exactly? Let us return to Sir Kendrick. Perchance he will know more.
Vaults, you say? Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the... Come! I fear there's not a mo... Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which... Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks... Let us make haste.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret...
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
'Tis as you say.
How are we to get through this door?
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a Might I ask that you not share the existence of... We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and... Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It's quite a collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
I quite agree.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
his head.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Look as long as you can. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Those new recruits could barely lift their sword.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire. One moment. Here it is. You may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Not to mention... Well, have you found some place I might... Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from the... Come along.
I'm not going to take that from you.
It's not my duty. Can't wait for your equipment.
Come along. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from the... Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are arisen, words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of elf.
I assume you haven't forgotten the delivery we were to make here, Arisen?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
'Tis as you say.
Now, this is a place to forget.
Here at last.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it There is much we ought to tend to. If we are, I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that that alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's scheme. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chamber.
Methinks our travels will progress smooth. On this occasion.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace.
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Well met, son. How might I be of
The hours seem to fly just another day.
Be smart back.
Very well. I shall return.
Fancy a look at my wares?
You!
Where was I headed? See what's selling.
Oh, great. At least I have my That's...
You!
My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd. 'Tis obvious, no? Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering. I was to report on your but I suppose that job's over. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Greed will get you nowhere, friend. But...
What's this?
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
You there! Hold!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. If what catches your eye.
Yes, sir! We shall see how bold you are in...
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it's...
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vern. Always a pleasure.
The rules at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from... When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray.
So the agent was of Batal, after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? I can guide.
Hoi, friend! Have you any time for me today? There's something I've come to understand during my... Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddle. Looking at this, 'tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be. 'Tis something I obtained of... Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. Thus, I cannot say when next, though I feel sure we shall in time. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
You have my support.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then.
Oh, I can't complain, really. Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
Good. Come over here.
Have a look.
Times are hard. Barely scraping.
So high's our best down, Mikey.
Look at long. Time to get. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
Do you know how long you'll...
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
Even the best of us has its limits, I suppose. Even the best of us has its limits, I suppose. Placed? That's right. I'm ready for patrol.
Quiet at last.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might...
My lord, if someone were to
Oh, unring your hat, as if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers.